Okay, in this screencast, I just want to show you how to add a few more things to your portfolio and then organize your portfolio a little bit so that we don't have too many options or too many things in your navigation bar. So the first thing I'm going to do is come up here to my Pages tab, and I want to add three things in this video. One is going to be the ST standards that you're working on this week. So I've got a link to it in our site. I'll copy the URL. I'll come back to Weebly, make sure that I'm on my Pages tab, and then click on the plus sign. We'll do an external link, similar to how we've been doing the past assignments. And I can type in ISTI in there, and I can paste the URL in, open it in a new tab, and save. Okay, so that adds it in there. Now the purpose for me having you add ST standards is just so that you have access to them in the future. Okay, I know you didn't create them, but I just want to have that as a resource for you to have easy access to. Now the next two are the that I'm going to have you link are the Zaption Tour and the Picto Chart project. Now you probably haven't done those yet, or you'll be working on those over the next couple weeks, but I just want to show you how to add those in the event that you have them finished. So I'll go to Zaption first, and I created one that I will go into. And now I want to make sure that I publish it if it hasn't been done so already. Okay, and then I can click on this share button here. Now there's a couple ways you can do it. You can do it the normal way, where you copy the link, okay, and go back to your Weebly and do the same thing where you create an external link. But I also want to show you another option for a lot of these sites that allow you to embed them right into your portfolio. So this route, instead, I'm going to go to Pages, and I'm going to create a standard page. And I'll call it my Zaption Tour. If you want to call it something else, you know, the theme of it, then that's fine. I'll just change the header here and save. Okay, now that brings me to my Zaption page, which is a blank page. Now what I'm going to do is go to the Build tab up here, and I'm going to drag over an embed code element, and I'm going to drop it. Okay, and I get this message here, click to set a custom HTML. Now you don't need to know any HTML. All you have to do is go back to the Zaption and grab the code. Okay, I click this button here to copy it. Okay, now I can go back to my Weebly portfolio, click inside, and click on the Edit Custom HTML, and then I will paste the code in there. Okay, and then when I click outside of it, right, a lot of times what will happen is some of these sites won't show the full thing. This one, fortunately, it does. But this is really nice, because then you can embed it right into your site, and you won't even have to have kids leave your site at all. Okay, so that's why I wanted to show you the embed. Now for the Picto chart, you can do the same thing. The first thing you need to do is publish it. And publish it. Make sure it's set to publish to a public. And then you've got the link that you can copy, of course, and you can create a new page and do an external page. But I'm going to do what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go back to my Picto chart, and I'm going to copy. There's two sets of codes. I'm going to copy this second one here, because this will give me a little bit better view of it. So I'll copy the code. Okay, and again, you don't need to know anything about code for this to be successful. Go back to Weebly, and I'm going to add a new page. I'll just do a standard page this time. I can call it Picto chart. Okay, or I can name it the topic that I chose. Mine was planning phase, Picto chart. Okay, I'll do a short header and save. Okay, and again, it's giving me a blank page. I'm going to come up to the build page, and I'm going to drag the embed code over, and I'll drop it. Okay, so I already copied the code here. I'll come back to my Weebly and I'll edit and paste it in there. Okay, now when I click outside of it, PictoChart is one of those where it's probably not going to show up right. Okay, but as soon as you publish it and preview it, which I'll do right now, I'll publish, preview, and I'll go take a look at this site, and there it is. Okay, so don't get nervous if it doesn't show up correctly in your edit mode. Double check in live mode. Okay, and I'll go and I'll check my Zaption as well, and that shows up too. Okay, so that's how you add some options, some projects into your site through embedding. And again, embedding is important because then you don't have to take people off of your site. They can stay right on your site. Now, a couple other things I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag this title element and drop it on top here, and I'll say I'll give it a just a title. Makes it look a little better. So this was a planning phase PictoChart. I'll go over here to my Zaption tour, and I'll do the same thing. I'll drag a title element and drop it, and I will say BL, blended learning versus technology, integration, Zaption tour. Okay, and again I can publish. Now before I do publish, what I want to do is show you how to organize this, because this just really doesn't look good with all these navigation pieces. Okay, so to organize this a little bit, I'm going to come up here to pages, and I'm going to create two new pages. One new page is going to be a standard, and I'm going to call this resources. Okay, I'll do save, and then I'm going to add another one, another standard page, and this is called projects. I'll save again. Now what I want to do is eliminate as many of these pieces from the menu as I can, and instead create a drop-down menu. So I've got two things here. I'm going to create a projects page, and anything that I created in this class, okay, I'm going to, oops, sorry about that, I'm going to drag under the projects, and I'm going to indent it. So my TPAC, PD resources I'll keep alone because I'm going to use that. My PictoChart I'm going to drag, and you kind of see how I'm indenting here. It's dragged over a little bit. Might go animate, my digital story, my Zaption, and my pictograph. Okay, so all of those are going to be underneath project indented a little bit. Now with my resources page, I'm going to drag that up, and I'm going to have under there my PD resources website and the ISTE website. Okay, so these are resources that I can draw from. Okay, so now if I take a look and I publish, and let's refresh my page here, it creates a drop-down menu. By indenting, it creates this drop-down menu, and my my navigation is much cleaner now. Okay, so that is how you create the organized navigation. Again, you drag from the side and you indent it so that it is underneath the projects and the resources. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.